Hello, good evening. This is BBC News with me, Ben Brown. Our headlines at 5. The government sets out its delayed plan for cutting record NHS waiting lists in England. A mini cabinet reshuffle is underway. Former Chief Whip Mark Spencer replaces Jacob Rees-Mogg as Leader of the Commons. Mr Rees-Mogg becomes Minister for Brexit Opportunities. After the Labour leader was jeered and jostled by an angry mob, Downing Street says Boris Johnson has no intention of apologising for his false claim that Keir Starmer failed to prosecute the paedophile Jimmy Savile. BP rejects calls for a windfall tax on energy companies after posting profits of almost £10 billion last year. Footballers' wives at the High Court. WhatsApp messages are disclosed showing how Rebecca Vardy declared war on Colleen Rooney and discussed leaking stories about her to the press. The Brit Awards are getting underway at the O2 Arena this evening. We'll be going live to the red carpet later on this hour.
I wonder what little lady made these.
Actually, I did, sir.
And coming up, we'll also be looking at the films that have led the way in the Oscar nominations, and we'll be talking to the producer of the frontrunner, The Power of the Dog. Hello, the Health Secretary Sajid Javid has outlined the delayed plans to tackle the backlog of patients on NHS hospital waiting lists in England. Mr Javid told the Commons the number of people waiting for elective care has risen to 6 million. The devolved nations have set out their own recovery plans. Well, that figure of 6 million represents around 1 in 9 of the population, and it is expected to rise further. Ministers believe it will take around 2 years for the numbers to start falling. 100 community diagnostic centres are to be set up. Those are places where you can go for checks, scans and tests for diseases such as cancer, which aim to get people a quicker diagnosis. Surgical hubs concentrating on high-volume routine surgery will be set up, and the measures should help the NHS to increase the amount of treatments it carries out by around 30% above its pre-pandemic activity levels. It will be paid for by an extra investment of some £8 billion over the next 3 years. Here's more of what the Health Secretary had to say in the House of Commons.